Dial star 110 hash or download the Telecel Play app now for safe, secure transactions. Telecel Cash, the safer choice. Telecel Cash, just send the keke.
Happiness is free. No be girl, no be high, no be post, no be money, no be car, but you know go make us start the run. No be there, no be bro, no be sis, no be friend, and the farm by myself.
Are you a rider or a driver?
No be church, no be mosque.
Do you own a motor or a car? Petrosol says they are going to reward you for your loyalty.
They're party freak, but if I hustle for the family.
So if you have a car, just accumulate up to 2,000 Ghana cedis purchases
Give me the best, give me money like
and enjoy free fuel worth 50 Ghana cedis or grab exciting Petrosol branded souvenirs including
enemy go see me the same.
tissue boxes, car dusters, and other amazing prizes.
Babylon go see me the same.
For our riders, once you accumulate fuel purchases up to 500 Ghana cedis,
See, life is a battle.
you also get either free fuel worth 30 Ghana cedis or branded souvenirs and other fantastic prizes. Umpe we na upe die. Feeling a driver, sir. Remember, every purchase is extract in Petrosol customer database. So the more you buy, the more chances you have to win. The exciting promotion runs from now to the 31st of August 2026. Petrosol energizing dreams.
I'm ready. Me hot dance all getting my reggae. Get to be can set my ink steady. Be a peg I can get kill it. Allah.
Women are strong.
Coming a girl, eat and girl, baby. Down more for.
But what exactly defines our strength?
Is
it our creativity?
Yeah.
Is it our ability to multitask?
Make everybody happy.
Is it our ability to lead?
Look, we know sister.
Discover Obasima,
But when we get
Stanbic Bank's women's solution.
us.
This solution is specially designed for every woman in Ghana.
We know they pay for her.
Enjoy business incubation, China trade opportunities, and comprehensive financial and insurance support.
You know something.
Stanbic is here to drive your growth. Visit www.stanbicbank.com.gh or call 0302815789.
Happiness is free.
Stanbic Obasima,
You can make the hater make.
unlock your strength. You're still live on A1 Radio, still live on Daybreak Upper East, ably produced by Moses Appiah.
I don't have any F to get.
Dada Moses.
Balance the man. And just stay happiness is free. No be girl, no be high, no be post, no be money, no be car, but you know they pay for her. No be there, no be bro, no be sis, no be friend, and the farm. But say happiness is free. No be job, no be base, no be church, no be mosque, anything. You know the stuff that we they get for fun. Okay, happiness is free. No be girl, no be high, no be post, no be money, no be car, but you know go make us start the run. No be there, no be bro, no be sis, no be friend, and the farm. But myself, happiness is free. No be job, no be base, no be church, no be mosque, anything. You go make the hater make a laugh.
Achadia Soko promo.
Dear God, pardon me for
When
the
you hear Soko,
freak. But if I hustle for the family, he they come shake.
it's not Soko Nemapo.
Give me the blood, no be the coins. You know, give me the Bugatti self, give me the best. Give me money like a galam say boy.
So great meal starts with promo.
Give me money like a galam say.
And right now, every promo
Scrap that happiness and great joy. The one way Babylon go see me the
pack could be your tickets to winning a brand new car.
see get to you the smile is quite deep. See life
So you have been saving towards that dream car.
up your side happiness is free.
You have been saving towards that all expense paid trip.
What do they pay for her?
You have been saving towards that trip.
Happiness is free.
Pomo wants to pay for it. Pomo wants to buy the car for you.
Happiness is free.
Pomo wants to take you on that trip.
Make us start the run.
Buy any Pomo promo pack of Pomo tomato mix, Gino pepper, and onion.
I'm ready.
Gino Jollof Mix.
That's all, getting my headache.
Use the tomato mix content and find a printed code in pack.
Give it. Get the
Dial *844*99 hash.
give it. They walk from bottom where the good to that.
Free of charge and follow the prompt to enter.
Yeah, my happiness, happiness on the floor to now, here.
There's over 2.5 million worth of airtime up for grabs.
Santa Claus.
Chest freezers,
But when we get
television sets, microwave, cookware set, gas cooker, and an all-expense paid trip to a dream destination.
say happiness is free.
And the grand prize, a brand new SUV. Homo Achedie Soko. Cook more, win more. Homo. Taste the love. How to enter?
Make the hater make a laugh.
All you need to do is buy promo pack. Buy any of the Pomo tomato mix, Gino pepper and onion, and also jollof mix. That's the Gino jollof mix.
I don't have any F to give anybody.
Cut open the sachet and find your unique code inside. Pick your mobile phone and dial *844*99 hash.
Say happiness is free.
Free of charge. And follow the prompt. Win airtime, appliances, a car, and a dream trip.
But you know go make us
It's the reason why these days all my meals are made with Pomo.
happiness is free.
Who doesn't want a car?
Hater make a laugh.
Who doesn't want a microwave? A television set? A chest freezer?
Life of a rapper, dear party freak. But if I hustle for the family, if they come share the money, I beg start with me. Give me the blood, no be the coins. You know, give me the Bugatti self, give me the pants. Give me money like a galam say boy. Give me money like a galam say boy. Give me money like a galam say boy.
So Pearl was launched yesterday.
Give me the say boy. Scrap
The Upper East region.
the one way Babylon go see me the say Lord. See Chaco sell a kitty with white teeth. See get to you the smile is quite deep. See life is a battle with fight keep. Be happy, let nobody fuck up your side. Happiness is free.
Seeks to gather 8.6 billion Ghana cedis.
Say happiness is free. You know there's something we they get for fun. Okay, happiness is free.
The Upper East region has launched a 10-year,
You know go make us start.
8.6 billion Ghana cedis development and investment framework aimed at transforming the region's economy through agriculture, agro-industrialization, responsible mining, enterprise development, and infrastructure.
To my ink steady, baby.
The framework known as Prosperity Through Enterprise, Agriculture, Resilience, and Livelihood,
Get lead and get
PEL for short,
what the park about the one.
was unveiled by the Upper East Regional Minister Donatus Akamugri Athanga during the opening of a 3-day stakeholder engagement in Bogatanga.
You know, be Christmas.
The plan, which covers the period from 2026 to 2035, targets all 15 districts in the Upper East region, and they are expected to mobilize investments from government, the private sector, development partners,
Happiness is free.
mining revenues, and citizens at home and abroad.
Okay, happiness is free.
Launching the framework, Mr. Atanga said the region possesses abundant human and natural resources that must be translated into economic prosperity.
Hater make a laugh.
The productivity of our farmers, the resilience of our laborers, the richness of our culture, the abundance of our natural resources, the immense opportunity that awaits us today. We are chosen to redefine that narrative, he said. He described PEL as a roadmap to attract investments, create jobs, improve livelihood, build a more resilient, a competitive, and inclusive regional economy. Over the course of this framework, we will collectively participate, refine, consolidate it to ensure that it reflects the aspirations and priorities of our people. He said, according to the regional minister, the 8.6 billion investment portfolio will be financed through government's budgetary allocations, revenues from extractive and mining activities, contributions from citizens, development partners, and private sector investors. Mr. Atanga said the current discovery of gold in commercial quantities across 10 of the region's 15 districts presents a significant opportunity to economic transformation. One of the greatest opportunity we have today is the discovery of gold in our commercial quantities across 10 out of the 15 districts and the emergence of large-scale mining operations such as the Cardinal Nandini Mining Limited. He said he stressed that the region must use its mineral resources to stimulate broader economic development rather than relying solely on mineral extraction. So these developments present a historic opportunity to responsibly harness our mineral wealth to drive industrialization, infrastructural development, enterprise growth, job creation, and an inclusive prosperity, he said. The Pearl framework is expected to guide investment planning and development partnership across the Upper East region over the next decade. All right, so yes, you're still live here on A1 Radio 101.1 FM. I will be back. Just stay tuned in.
I no be host, no be money, no be car, but you no go make us start the run. No be there, no be bro, no be sis, no be friend, and the farm by myself. Happiness is free. No be dog, no be face, no be church, no be mosque, anything. You go make the hater make a laugh. I go rock, shot, kill his pop, I don't lose, I'm cool by myself. Yeah. I'm ready. Me hold on song, getting my reggae. Get to be the kinas there. To my ink steady. Via peg, I can tap, get kill it. Allah, give it. Get a thorough ming a girl, eat and girl, baby. Down no for the park, about a one girl, they wap but I'm gonna go to put out a pilly. Open down the last time, and ming a beer for gang, my happiness, bag, gear. Happiness on the floor to NASA here. I make everybody happy who bar pull it here.
All right, so you are still here on A1 Radio. We've done some 26 minutes on top of the hour, 8 a.m. This is Daybreak Upper East, and this is A1 Radio. Pearl was launched yesterday, and Pearl is a framework that seeks to include all the 15 districts of the Upper East region in planning towards a resilient Upper East region. This morning, we have in studio the District Chief Executive for the Boku West District, Honorable James Ayam-Wegu. Is that the name? Yes. All right. So Honorable is in studio with us, and we'll be talking to him shortly about the Pearl framework and how his district is positioning to take full advantage of this framework. Good morning to you, Honorable, and thank you for coming.
Good morning, Madam. I want to thank you for this opportunity.
Very well. How are you, and how are the people of Zebila?
Yeah, I am doing very well. People of Zebila are also doing well. Greetings to chiefs, all people within the Kusap area.
Did you come with some guinea fowls?
Unfortunately, I have not come with guinea fowls.
Then when you go, you have to send some.
Yes, but at the center, I'm sure today likely to have some versus the upper. Talk about the Upper East region. Right outside. Keeping our industry viable. Boku West is set for that. Grateful to making us proud.
Very well. Yes, I talked about guinea fowl because I want to know how that industry is doing, the guinea fowl industry. I mean, it's the hub of it. You don't go to Boku without seeing guinea fowls along the road. They fry it and it's so delicious. The previous government talked about a a guinea fowl, more like a factory there, where we can have farmers farming them in large quantities. We can process them. We can also get some to sell and all of that. What are you doing about that industry in your district?
Okay. In fact, it has been one of the areas really fascinated about. Especially look at the actors around that industry. Majority of them are women. Apart from that, I can say that out of 10 households, or 7 households in Guinea. That should tell you that we focused attention that area, likely to give jobs to our people, power them economically, which could help shape the economic status of them. So as a district, particularly passionate, because it is one of the areas that we can easily harness, help address the unemployment situation, improve on our economic status. So if you ask what we are doing about it, I think it is the more reason why PELT has assistance, have made several attempts individually as a district best or to establish it, but it hasn't been easy. And so having realized that, look, there's strength in unity, because there are people within the region who have the technical know-how, the resources, availability to be able to help us address. And so we are working towards it. Just as I've said, because of resource constraint, we've not been able to give birth to some of the things we put paper.
Exactly what do you want to do? Build more farms, support farmers, have a place where the district can call its own. How exactly do you intend to invest in that area?
Okay. I think, of course, I've said that almost every household, well, uniform. So we need to support our farmers with some capital.
Okay.
To be able to expand scope of work they do. Of course, if you are rearing 10 guinea fowls, that's because you do no more. When you have a little support, you can improve on your product. Apart from that, we should begin to look at the market. For example, when you go to the barrier, where some of these guinea fowls are processed in fried meat and whatnot. I'm sure if we have well-organized market for these women who are doing this job, it could help boost that industry. We are just doing guinea fowls, selling to people, passers by, or possibly travelers, maybe the few indigenous or people around there. It is possible if that market is successful and begin to transport even the meat across that. We could serve the entire country with guinea fowls meat. I get me right. So I think that we need to open up the market. We need to give more support in terms of capital to the people. Then we need the support of the our veterinary officers to help. Guinea fowls largely are the, I think they are able to withstand a lot of environmental factors. And so rearing them is not much, except maybe at the early days, maybe at the age of 2-3 months, where you may have to go through some little care to be able to keep them alive. Apart from that, when they survive that, they are not, in terms of even diseases, disease or infectious issues that may affect their production. I think we're at a good place. Cocoa West District is more or less like a nice place or a conducive place for the rearing of the guinea. And so I think that we need to open up that market. We need to expand the scope of work industry so that we do more in terms of having not just to be selling meat to people or passers by, but intentionally do something to improve upon that market, that industry. So that is what I think as a
Okay. Well, if you just joined in, you are live on A1 Radio, and this morning we are just adding substance to Pearl. You know, we all embrace Pearl. It is an apolitical committee that is looking at putting together a document, a blueprint that will guide the Upper East region from now to the next 10 years. And all districts are a part of this. So we have in studio the district chief executive for Zebila, and he's here. I just say Zebila. Baku West. When I say Zebila, I'm talking about just Zebila. So he's in studio for us to look at how they fit in or how they are positioning to take full advantage of Pearl. And we just started off by looking at guinea fowl rearing in that part of the region, and we all agree that when it comes to guinea fowl, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm going to Zebila. I'm going to there's another place that they buy guinea fowls from, Binaba." Binaba. You go to the market and they say, "Oh, but they Binaba Kini." They thought that these are from Binaba and all that. So we agree that when it comes to rearing of guinea fowls, they do very, very well. And we are just looking at but have you spoken to the farmers, since you have intentions of helping, and you've talked about the area of support in getting veterinary service to them, and also giving them finance to expand and all that? But are there times that you organize seminars or programs where these farmers come together for you to actually listen to the real challenges they have? Because I see we do a lot of import of guinea fowl. I was surprised. I didn't even know it myself that we have some Belgium breeds of guinea fowls that come into the country. Has that been brought to your attention, and what do you make of that?
Okay. Yes, there've been several attempts to speak to farmers,
Okay.
to sensitize them, organized trainings for through the Busy Box, to support some of them with startup kits, these products and whatnot, things that could help them increase their production. Many of this, I think about 2 months ago, had about 80 people trained in help them. So with the little we can do as a district, we are doing that. Not just leave it next to them. But just as I said, I'm passionate about it because I know the benefit of improving that industry. But many of our people are going to.
And when you engage them, what are some of the challenges they complain of having?
Yeah, I think largely it is about resources.
Okay.
And even the market to expand it. For example, of course, we are doing farming, you should be expecting some benefit. And so if there's ready market to take off whatever they produce, I'm sure it will not be, because competition could be one of the reasons that could drive more production.
Okay.
And so that is what the farmers are talking about. Apart from the fact that we need to intensify our campaign, our sensitization to them about disease and mass resources in construction. It is, we need to also look at and improve a new ways of improving that industry. It is the same old things that our parents were doing all along that almost all the farmers are doing. And so that is not good enough. If our farmers were doing the same, feeding the guinea fowls with termites and whatnot, and today we are still relying on those things to improve on our production. Fortunately, we have abundant maize in the system, which can help improve the production. Now, farmers are complaining that there's no market for cereal, no market for this. Is it not another way of looking at making use of our own cereals to increase on our production, in terms of even other livestock? And because we should not just only farm because we human beings want to eat, but we can also begin to look at intentionally farming to feed our animals, farming to feed our livestock, and many other things. which we can leverage the advantage from there, because if there's market for guinea fowls, we don't have market for maize. And we improved upon we are able to leverage the advantage of the availability of maize. It goes to help in that area.
Okay.
And so I think that as a district, it's one of the things we are looking.
Mm.
All the difficulty as a district we have been facing all along is the fact that we're doing this fight alone.
Okay.
We have been doing this as a district. And we think that with the opportunity available to us now, of course, we need to sell our issues out. That is why yesterday, when you look at our realize that we were talking much about guinea fowl, but we know that is the substance, that is the center of economic improvement of our people in the district.
Mm.
Even though there are many other sectors, but our
Guinea-
focus now is about the guinea
Guinea
fowl. And I
fowl.
think that do more as it.
Mm.
Apart from the training we give them, with the little support we give them through the busy box and whatnot that we are doing, we think that we can do more.
All right.
We can begin to intentionally even have guinea fowl farms. Like we have poultry farms in other places in large scale.
Okay.
We can begin to also look at expanding that market. Then we could help our farmers that area.
Okay.
So I think that these are some of the things we should begin to look.
All right. Very well. All right. So we are still here with the DC for the Boku West. Now to Pearl. I mean, we've been talking about guinea fowl. You also talk about the fact that even with Pearl, it is the guinea fowls you intend to put out there because your people do more of it. What do you make of Pearl, and how timely is this initiative?
I must say that the inception of this made some of us happy because it has long overdue.
Mm.
As a region, we could have done better. Today, we've seen floods here and there. We've seen all manner of troubles that country we are. It is all because we have failed to plan. Like they've always said, and when you fail to plan, then you have planned to fail. And so, as a region, the best we could do is we should have looked at some of these things. What can we do intentionally to improve on our infrastructure, our economic drive, and many other issues, our enterprises and whatnot, that could help our people? That of which we have failed all along. And just as they say, better late than never. Today, we are fortunate this idea had been left. I think we should now begin to look at harnessing our resources to the benefit of our people, strategically looking at how we want to tailor infrastructure, how we want to improve on our people in terms of agriculture, enterprise, and even the livelihood of our people. Is one of the things of which what we have done earlier. But we're fortunate we have it fed today. And today we can begin to look top. It is one of the most important things that I think as a region taken serious. And if we get this implemented as we have planned, I think that is going to go a long way. Very well. It is just about a 10-year period. And if you look at all the good things in it within the 10 years, we're able to deliver every single indicator that had been mentioned. I think as a region, we'll be getting somewhere. It's good enough. I've also looked at it in the point of you've mentioned the fact that it is non-political. It is not attached to a one political party or the other. But it is for all of us. It is backed by our own people. The idea did not come from Accra, did not come from the central government or any other person. It is coming from the good people. We ought to embrace. We ought to support. We ought to embrace. We ought to support the idea and make it better. We had the few issues that were met. Today we are going back to look at issues into detail in the area of agriculture, education, health, and many other sectors. we should begin to look at properly. Those who have the good ideas, those who think that we ought to have done this, those complaining all along that Upper East, we are not good, not doing that. This is the time to bring all our ideas on board to improve on our region. We've seen many other areas that are doing so well. We have seen other regions that are doing so well in terms of their road infrastructure, their educational infrastructure, and many other sectors. It is all about planning. It's all about thinking for themselves, thinking for the future. This is what we should be looking at. Otherwise, we have no reason taking our children to school. Because if we think that we want to have a good future ourselves, we want to have a good foundation for ourselves, then we should begin to look at how we can deliberately implement policies that could better address our issues, far better than what we are looking at. We cannot throw our hands in despair, hoping for support to come from the central government. They are going to build schools across the country, then we stand to also benefit. They are going to construct roads, we stand to benefit. They are going to do this, and anytime it fails to come, we don't get it, we suffer. It is not good enough. We have resources that is why yesterday the Mason even Cardinal, which is a catalyst in terms of driving this directive. There are many other areas if we open up and harness the few resources we can do better. There are people out there. I didn't even know that Petrosol belongs, is our own son. We say, oh no, Petrosol. There are many of our people out there who are doing so well, who are ready to help us. And so we need to sell our ideas out. We need to open up. We should have a roadmap as to how we want to tailor our development. And people can come in our aid. Government can also bring in their support in terms of the common fund, the support that comes from the central government in the area of other ministries and whatnot. Everything will be on point. You will not construct a road and tomorrow people will be complaining about one thing or that. You won't build a school and it will be left in the bush. You won't do this and it will not be of benefit to us. You will not begin to look at, oh, we should have had this at this place, but we could not, we didn't do about it. And so I think that this is good. It's good for our future. It's good for our present, and it is good for everybody. NDC could be in power for some years. When they exit, another political party may come, may likely continue with it because it is a must. That is why we may be signing an MOU. And that would mean that you cannot come and vary it. This is how we build nations. That is how we should build our region. That is how we should begin to look at our things. And then some district will not be disadvantaged. We have 15 districts. Even currently, we look at all the 15 districts in the region. There are some districts that have been disadvantaged in terms of infrastructure, in terms of other issues. And so now that we are looking at the entire region as a body, as a unit, that means we are getting.
All right. All right. So the Honorable DC says that we are getting somewhere and we certainly will have to start from somewhere. I'm told that all district chief executives or district assemblies, if you like, were tasked to go to their districts and put together the needs of their districts. Is that true?
Yes, that is absolutely.
Did you do that? And apart from the guinea fowl, what were some of the needs that you identified, and which of them are very critical that you would want Pearl to address if Pearl is put together and starts working? Because as it stands, the document is not ready yet. We are still putting it together. So once that is done and they are supposed to come to your district and start solving some of the problems, which of the needs would you want to be solved first? First of all, tell us what the needs of your people are.
I think that if you look at Buku West, very vast. It's about 12, occupies about 12% of the total land size of the region. We contribute largely to the basket of our region. Of recent, we have found gold 7 out of the 10 divisions. That should tell you that the entire Boku West district is sitting on mineral resource. So one of which is that we need to open up that. We need investors in that sector because, of course, it's going to give our people jobs. It will do away with this illegal mining activities and whatnot that is currently happening in some parts of the district. And it could, through that, as a catalyst, we could begin to address other specific infrastructural needs of the district, the area of roads, area of rural education, the area of health, education, and many other areas. And so one of the key things I've spoken about is the mineral resource, for which we have been endowed with. We must begin to look at how we can improve that sector to benefit our people. If you look at another area that is very critical, it's about farming activity, agriculture. As I said, Boku West contribute largely to the food basket of the region. We need to improve. We need to carefully support the farmers in that area. For example, you look at onions or almost all vegetables in the book. We have about 10,000 hectares of land, lower basins that could support dry season farming. So if we have all this resource, our people are suffering, our people are jobless. That means if we focused our attention in that area, then we can help improve upon the economic status of the district and the region. So we are endowed with land, like I have just mentioned, about 10,000 lower basins that can do dry season. Why not support that area? Knowing very well that sometimes our rain pattern is not too good enough. Sometimes we get drought, we get over rain and all manner of things which affect the rainy season, the cropping we do during the rainy season. And so if we're able to do so well in that area, of course, one of the areas that can. And so agriculture is one of the areas for which it's one of our priorities as a district. The third is about the fact that every rainy season we suffer perennial, where many of our farms, lands are always destroyed, houses and other many people, animals are destroyed, and many other things that affects our people. What can we do to address this matter? If every year our people have to go through this trouble, is it not better we begin to look at it? What can we do to help the people in that area? We have more than several communities that usually go through this, right away from Sapelega down to Kobore, to Timotanga, Timonde, even to Binabas, Zangoyiri side all. You have several communities that perennially have been suffering from this anger, this trouble.
Not to cut you short, in Accra and elsewhere, we are quick to attribute the flooding situations to indiscriminate situation of buildings. We talk about the disposal of waste and all that. Is it same with your district, or it has to do with the opening of water from somewhere? Basically, what causes the flooding in your?
Yes, so it's basically the opening of the Bagre Dam. Every season, the Bagre Dam, every rainy season, that dam is opened.
Okay.
So when the dam is opened, it is our people who suffer, who go through the pain, who go through the trouble every year. So we should not allow this to go.
What can we do?
We need to intentionally, deliberately tailor strategies that could address this matter. One of which, like you are saying, is we should begin to also, for example, look at how we can store this water. Are you getting me? We should have a way of channeling this water without having to destroy farmlands, having to destroy communities and property. We should begin to look at it. I think one other reason was the fact that what is it? The dam at the Palho multi-purpose dam was going to address. And even with that self, I think that there's more we can look at. We have engineers, we have experts. Because it's not good enough that every year our people have to go through all this trouble, all because we have not been able to live up to our expectations. And I think this is not good enough. And so it is one of the key areas for which we have to begin to look. There are many other areas in the area of health, education, for example, like the district hospital. It's too small. The conflict in Boku, my district hospital, even as the referral center for the entire, the 6 districts around. This is a big problem.
Have you enumerated all these points in your document? You're supposed to submit a document to that. Have you?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Have all those things spelled out for them to know our problems, for them to know our needs, and we see how policies can be tailored to address them. One of the key issues.
I'm particularly interested in the Bagre spillage issue. So you think that do you need a dam in your district?
Of course.
Do you have one already?
I must say that. If I don't have the record, but I can tell you that if it is about dams or dark out dams, Boku West District would be the highest in the region to have so many dams.
Okay.
Largely because of the fact that our farmland support dry season. So we need a bigger dam. We should begin to harvest the water that comes from Bagre, destroy our farmlands, destroy our animals, and put our people to poverty. What can we think outside the box to address the matter? If we cannot have a dam to collect the water, store the water for our people to use during the dry season, I think we may not be doing so well in that area. Another factor is the fact that if you look at the dry season, we used to have water running through the dam, the White Volta throughout the dry season. This last dry season we've just come through, we didn't have water.
What caused it?
It intentionally closed the dam. Water was not flowing through. The farmers didn't get water. Are you getting me?
So who intentionally closed it?
Of course, from Bagre, they used to do it. It has always been
okay.
Open. So that is the whole thing. I don't want to say that it is deliberate or it is intentional to punish our people. Because during the rainy season, you open the dam, it destroys our farms, destroys our animals.
Okay.
Then in the dry season, you close the dam, and then we suffer from getting water to even do our dry season.
They are closing it because they need it for farming.
Thank you.
So you should be harvesting yours.
Thank you. So these are some of the issues I think we should begin to look at. Now because they used to open for us, but we never saw the difficulty. But this last dry season, they're also expanding their gardens and whatnot. They are dry season farming, and so the water is no longer enough for them to even give to us. So we should think outside the box. So that's why I'm saying this spell is coming at the right time because it will help address that issue. I've already spoken about the fact that we support agriculture. Now, when you look at educational infrastructure, the Boku West District,
we'll come to education, but I want us. You mentioned that. I was going to ask you if you were part of the 10 districts that have gold deposit, but you answered that already. And what I want to know now is if they've started mining it officially, or you have illegal, or if you like small scale mining. What exactly is the state of it? Is it a virgin situation? It's just been identified, and maybe the region is looking at how they could put structures in place to get a mining company to come and take over. What exactly is the situation?
The situation in Boku West District, I must say it is more of a virgin situation. There's only one mining company. Important is some concession, the 3 kilometer square around the Dangoye Usanaba along that stretch. That is my. If are still going through the processes to start production from that. The rest of the other areas are being done by these illegal mining activities, not any small scale or not. It's just the
Galamsey.
Galamsey, whatnot. Around most of the areas I've spoken about 7 divisional areas of gold, right from Sapelega, Ishi, Binaba, Tili, Usanaba, and Benaba. All 7 divisions. So in that area, the district, apart from one Lances group, company which we expecting to start, the rest are, in Danba. I can't say that it is more of
a virgin situation. And how do you intend to benefit from? How are you positioning to benefit from this mining? Because once there's gold, a lot of money and a lot of activities are going to come, and you need to also begin planning. Because usually we are quick to say that mining sort of makes life a bit expensive. When you have mining companies coming in, more people coming, then rent becomes more expensive because people are coming in to look for accommodation. Even food somehow becomes expensive and all of that. So since it's still a virgin situation, how are you positioning to make sure that it doesn't come and affect the ordinary person in your district?
Yeah, so I think that is what just spoken of. For example, the Arapuma that have just come and we are going through some getting things done so that we don't go through the situation of having to come back to saying that we're supposed to do this work, which we failed and our people are suffering, going through due process. So that at the end of the day, when they start production, not have a situation. And so that is why. Apart from that, like I've already spoken about, Oku West is vast, is quite a very large area. No, we are constrained with some resources of district is well positioned to accommodate any other that willing to take up. And so it's not much of wealth resourced, well positioned, able to deal with any other miner or
company
that may likely. So not a big
at all. All right. So, listeners, maybe you just tuned in and you are confused as to what is going on. We are in studio this morning with the Honorable DCE for the Boku West District, Honorable James Ayam Wego. He is here for us to look at the PEL, the Prosperity Through Enterprise Agriculture, resilience and livelihood, to see how all the districts, in fact, in this case, his district, gets to benefit from it. Now, I want us to look at the educational infrastructure you talked about. What are some of the okay, so how many secondary schools do you have?
We have 2, which women, less than that. Community day school.
Okay.
So, those who have
2 senior high schools. And you talk about how big of a place your district is. Are they enough?
It is not enough at all. Yes, it is not. It's not enough. What we have is not. Saying this because we need to open up there. Belega. So we still need more. Like I've said, the current data we have about 152,000 population, highest in the region, even far bigger than Bolga Municipal. Boku West is the biggest, comes to population. So if we have even up to 5, 6 secondary schools, if we can accommodate them or make use of them. In terms of that area, this is one. However, not even the 3 schools we have are in good shape. Apart from Zebula Senior High School, that is somehow better when in terms of infrastructure. The rest of the schools are more or less like some senior high schools, even though with very high population. Usanaba Senior High School is almost hovering around over 1,000 plus. 1,000. That is the school you cannot boast of even a proper classroom. Not boast of even a wall. Can you imagine managing 1,000 plus students in an open environment? No administration block. The headmaster is using the classroom as an administration block. There was some small cubicle that was served as administration, which was ripped off some 5, 6 plus years ago. And currently, the headmaster is using a classroom as an administration block. No teachers' accommodation after that is even a secondary matter.
In this case.
In this case, the problems are numerous. Even dormitories. Just last month, I was in the school. I was told that the girls, they have converted an old dining hall as a, what is it?
Dormitory.
As a dormitory for girls. Because of the, now the girls' population in the school far more than the boys.
Okay.
And so the girls are really suffering for space.
Space.
Then we also have even a dormitory, a boys' dormitory that was raised down by fire some years back, which currently some of those boys are sleeping in verandas. Or it myself.
Why are they admitting so many if they don't have the rooms to accommodate them? The infrastructure isn't there. Why do you admit so many?
That is why there's a need for more senior high school. The few we have are not enough to take care of the people who are willing
To go to school. And what is the assembly doing about it?
The assembly certainly are only condoning with the situation because we don't
have what it takes.
the resources to be able to address the process. For example, we are talking about for which the assembly is not well positioned to be able to construct administration. We are talking about fence wall. Just last 3, I think some 3-4 months ago, a girl was kidnapped in the school, which was rescued by some community boys. The situation is even our own kids who are in the school are not safe. You have a school that is over 1,000 plus students, and they don't even have a bus. I was told headmaster was using his motorbike to send students to hospital anytime they need be. But the headmaster at the time didn't even have a vehicle for himself.
Wow.
Are you getting me? Meanwhile, we have schools in the region who are even doing better in terms of infrastructure and whatnot. But nobody is looking at Usanaba. That is why I'm saying that with this PEL, it has come to address some of the inefficiencies, the difficulties, the neglect, the fact that we don't know that matter would no longer be part of our books. That you didn't tell us, otherwise we would have done it. Now with PEL, those issues will be listed. You cannot come and pull down a wall because with this risk, you pull down a school. What is it? You come and pull down an existing wall to put up a new one. When there are schools of the same population that do not even have at all. So we'll now begin to address our issues based on priorities. And so in this case, you will see Kusanaba as one of the schools in the region that meet all these things far more than. This recent shortcutting we were doing, we have seen even community day schools that had more about 16 plus, infrastructure. You are building this, you are building that, you are building this, you are building that, about 300, 400 students in the school, and you are giving them everything. When there's a school that has over 1,000 plus, are not getting the same benefit. You are seeing the
before
trouble.
Pell, didn't you have any avenue to communicate this?
I think of course we could have, but like I'm saying, we are looking at the region as a body. We are looking at the region today as a unit. So it is no longer about Boku West District and with our issues. It is now issues of
the Upper East.
The Upper East. Because the students we have in Kusanaba are not all coming from Boku West. Some are coming from Bolga here, some are coming from Sandy, many other places. And so it is going to help us address some of these difficulties. We'll now have an opportunity to do things better. We'll have an opportunity to distribute resources evenly, distribute infrastructure evenly, based on our needs and priorities. Not who can lobby better than who. Because the students who attend the schools don't know the leaders in those areas, whether the leader is capable of lobbying to get them better infrastructure or not. That's not their concern. And so that is one of them. I said, look, I am more happy with this initiative, with Pell.
So, I mean,
and so I was giving you the scenario about the schools.
Yeah.
Kusanaba Technical School is one of another school that, let's see, I wish you could make time yourself. I would sponsor you to come to Zebela, come to those two schools and look at the situation for yourself. And then you would appreciate the concerns I am raising.
We'll find time.
Look, look, you just don't find happy. There was a day one of your colleagues asked me whether I was sleeping at all. That what would keep me awake. I said, there's so many things.
You don't even know where to start.
You don't know where to start from. If you have a district, if you have schools that seems like they have been neglected, nobody cares much about them, it is worrying.
Even girls in fenced schools. Even girls in fenced schools, we are faced with some of them scaling walls.
How much more?
And I mean, having them open recently, we'll talk about the basic schools as well. Recently, a report from the Ghana Health Service indicated that a total of 1,000 and I think about 785 girls in the first 4 months of the year got pregnant, aged between 10 to 19 years. And your district in that report had 281 girls. I think your district was leading also. 281 girls being pregnant. And I'm not surprised. Honorable is laughing because if you have these girls, even in the homes, they are struggling to prevent them from going out. Now, they are in schools where they don't have fence walls. They go in and out of the school, I mean, whichever way they want. Don't you think that some of these things are the reasons why we are faced with these challenges?
Of course. You've rightly hit the nail. That is one of the... I'm not saying that all those girls coming from...
No, certainly not.
But it's a contributing factor. Because look, appreciate the teachers in schools. Appreciate the teachers in how they are able to manage this. That we don't even have too much of the issues in our hands when it comes to insecurity and whatnot. Look, they are doing so well because it's not easy, like you have just spoken. They have schools that are walled, yes, yet the girls and some boys are scaling over. Of which we have those schools that really nothing to sue. It is a worrying concern. I agree with you that yes, the Boku West district in terms of teenage pregnancy topping the entire districts within. And one of the worries. We think that, yes, of course, our population could account to some of those high numbers. But then it is not, we need to do more. Galamsey activities could be one of the issues, because if there are many other areas where people have traveled from Burkina, many far areas, and they are doing this Galamsey work and whatnot in the district.
And they have the money.
They have the money. So some of these girls could be lured into some of these troubles. Then we have drugs here and there, because it is those same hard drugs that they take to do their Galamsey work and whatnot. So there would be increase in drug menace in the district. It's worrying. So all these things we have to begin to look at critically. The most worrying thing is that as much as we are complaining about all, insecurity could be one of the issues for which, if we don't act fast, it may be difficult for us. And so I think that look, somebody could ask, why are you complaining? Because power, you should address the issues, and why should you
can't do it all by yourself.
You can't do all by yourself. And so I am saying all these things at the back of the fact that HEL is coming to address some of it. It's going to give us the opportunity to prioritize our needs. Let everybody know that, look, the Boku West is not living in an island. It's part of a body, which is the region.
Yeah.
And so the problems will now be the problems of the region and not the problems of the district. And so we are all involved.
So the schools, the basic schools, are they better than the senior high schools? I mean, maybe you have community members coming together to support here and there. So maybe they are in good shape. And I mean, even the pregnancy cases we are talking about, I'm not sure all of them are coming from secondary schools, because we are talking about 10 years to 19 years. And 10 years will definitely be in a primary school or a junior high school somewhere.
I think the schools were, in terms of schools infrastructure, look, the only good thing about the Boku West when it comes to school, like that every community has. You don't have communities that students will have to travel about 4 or 5 kilometers before they have access to basic school. No, we don't have that. Yes.
Positive.
That is one positive thing. That we have schools dotted in every. Our major challenge is infrastructure. We have more than 20 schools, which within last month was ripped off by rainstorm. And so, for example, there's even a school that has only 3 classrooms, taking care of the entire KG to basic 6, which ordinarily should have about 8 classrooms. Now you have 3 classrooms. If you even have to put 2 in one class, some would still have to sit under 3s. And that story in Boku West is not just only in one school. There are more than 6, 7 schools in the district that are running from basic 1, from KG to basic 6, that have just only 3 classrooms. And unfortunately, some of those schools were also being ripped off by. So that means, and virtually the entire school has no a befitting classroom for learning. Of course, at that Guda Primary School, only 3 classrooms, taking care of, 6.
From basic 1 to basic 6.
KG1.
KG1.
To basic 6.
3 classrooms.
Only 3.
How do they manage that?
That is the question. For myself, what I know is that 2 are in one class. Then the rest are either sitting
so
under
are
TV.
they in the situation where one group will face here and another group will face there?
No, they would do what they call multi-grade teaching.
Okay.
Which, when it is your lesson, you listen. When it is not yours, you don't listen. While one group is given an assignment, the other group is, writing exercises. The other group is going through the lecture and whatnot. And so it will just be that scenario. Kubongo Primary School, 3 classrooms, KG1 to P6. And that school had been ripped off. The 3 had been ripped off. Kuko Primary, only 3 classrooms taken care of, KG1, P6. There are many of those schools, I just can't even count them up. Many. The situation of our basic schools.
Who is responsible for, going to re-roof these schools when they are ripped off and building classrooms and all of that? Whose responsibility is it?
I think it is the central government, of course,
Through
the district assembly.
Okay.
Just as I've said, we've taken steps in the process of roofing them. Some of them we have even started. I think we would be almost finishing with the re-roofing those. It came as because, and with the support of the District Assembly Common Fund,
Okay.
with the Assembly Common Fund, it comes with guidelines.
Yes.
And because of the guidelines, had to vary. Wrote to the ministry to give us some waiver to be able to use part of the legacy fund or that with the common fund to re-roof those schools. Otherwise,
is the common fund overwhelmed?
Of course, common fund is all. Look, today we are even fortunate because the common fund comes a good time that we are able to build schools, because with the support of the common fund, we're able to put up three schools. I mean, a 3-unit classroom block in 3 separate locations. At a junior high school, a primary school, and a KG. As they completed them, we have handed it over to for the use of the community with the support of. And then I'm saying this because this year, if we're able to put up additional 3, then we are easing up the pressure. And so we need to intentionally address some of those issues. And so it is the duty of the central government to provide all the support, infrastructure support.
But what are you doing internally in the area of revenue generation? You've talked about there being a mining company. There's a lot of galamsey activity. People are into guinea fowl rearing. They sell guinea fowls and all of that. You have markets. You have the population. You just mentioned that the common fund is overwhelmed. What innovative ways, how strategic have you been in the area of revenue generation?
I must say that we are not doing bad. However, there's room for improvement. I'm saying this because with the mining sector, the mining company, just as I've said, hasn't started production. So no revenue is coming from that sector. And for the illegal miners, we don't even have any association with them. And so what they are doing is not helping the assembly in any way. Don't get anything from them. And so in that area, of course, as a district, we are losing. And that is why we are calling for investors, we are calling for people to come and do the right thing. Mine by using by the laws. And then based on that, the assembly can have something from them to help address some of the infrastructural needs of the district. For normal revenue collections like market tools and whatnot, of course we are doing that. And I can tell you that as a regent, I don't know about Balkan Municipal, but we are among the top districts that are doing so when it comes to largely because of the number of markets we have, many other economic areas that get revenue from them. We are doing that, but that is enough to address all our issues. You have issues of water, and until look, even boreholes. We have communities that are asking for boreholes. You go and drill the boreholes, and the following day, the boreholes are broken. Then they are coming back to the assembly to come and fix those boreholes that you have constructed for. Are you getting the scenario?
You seem to be lamenting, and like you mentioned, somebody will say that you are the man, you are the one in charge of the district, and so you should be, I mean, getting solutions to these problems. But even with the um internally generated revenue, have you assessed to know that all of the money that is generated gets to the assembly?
I cannot say that all the money that is gets to.
Mm,
Of course, there are leakage gaps.
mm,
There are many areas for which we not tapped to. There are many areas we can collect revenue that we have not exploited. When I came for the first time, we have set taken property rate. As a district over several years, was never part of our revenue line item. But we have just begun. Started the process, going registering houses, getting and to classify them, and at what rate can each of them pay. We have done that. Just last month, we began collecting our property rates,
mm.
which eventually I know it will improve on our resource generation. We have CSAN, which I mean I said CSAN. The other day I mentioned CSAN. Somebody said, "Do you have a C?" You know, we're also exploiting that area
Okay.
because during the dry season, like I was telling you, the last dry season, I mean, with there was no water in the White Volta, so there was abundant sand. If we are not getting water, then can we benefit from the sand?
Sun.
And by way of doing that, we're also desilting
Yeah.
the river so that rainy season water can flow freely.
Mm.
And so we also started that. That was giving us some revenue. And so I agree with you that yes, there's more we can do, for which we are.
In this area or this era of technology, AI, I mean, have you thought of deploying some technologies, probably getting an app or having a database of all the people and the areas where you can, I mean, get revenue from, so that it eases your work. You have it in a database. There's a system that people can easily go on and pay and all of that. Is it something of concern to you?
Of course, we have engaged business
Mm.
to help raise revenue. Some of our staff have been trained. But we, as a district, we cannot be waiting for them to kickstart before we roll out some programs to have line to revenue. So yes, we are going through the has to be going through the legal procurement process properly, get them to take over. And so very soon, going digital, able to minimize leakages, the gaps, to and the coverage, because of course there are many areas that we have not taken, and we have not taken revenue. And so if we have the B systems taking over the entire revenue, I mean internal generated area of health, so that is what taking that.
Back to the common fund. The common fund is doing so much. The 24-hour markets, have you cut sort for yours?
Yes, we have cut short for.
Where is it an existing market or a new land?
It's a new land.
A new land.
Yeah.
How are the people accepting it?
Until the market is over. For now, of course, people are saying it's a yeah,
Mm.
because the current market is too crowded. Just that to find a way of decongesting that market.
Mm.
So currently, what we are doing is that started excavating teaching the trenches to being constructed. And so
Okay.
the contractor is at site. I believe that if that market is good, definitely help that we have. Massive
What are some of
difficulties.
the components that it comes with?
Oh, it comes with what is it? Nursery. Take care of our kids of our market women. Who lockable stores have
Shirts.
health center within
Okay.
that area. Also, health services access to. We have a police post, fire service post, all attached to market. We have market stalls for this market women, vegetable selling and whatnot. And even yes, what is it? And sanitation issues been taken care of. Properly constructed drains. There would be an overpass. Overpass where they would cruise all around the market. This pressure in terms. So that is what we
How
take
is
for.
it going
There
to
would
be
also be a
funded?
common. The Women Development Bank in it.
How is it going to be funded?
It will be funded by the District Assembly.
What percentage of it?
25% allocated for 24 hours.
Is it the same common fund that we said is overwhelmed or a different?
Yes. Of course, like I've said, the common fund comes with guidance. So even though there may be other areas which may be of priority or need,
Okay.
and then you need to ring fence 25%. Take care of 20%. The other percentage goes into education, health, water, education.
You are looking at using 36 months to complete it. Would that be possible?
Of course, it's possible. Under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani.
It's possible. And if
we
looking
shouldn't
at
look at the volume of money that comes today. Of course, government can vary as and when.
Okay.
So it could be possible, maybe a certain year, the percentages could be increased, maybe from 25 to 50 or even 100. For which,
when you have schools that are not fenced,
of course, but there's certainly the common fund. It's not, apart from the fact that the common fund is there, there are other statutory bodies are also working. Get fund is there. There are other infrastructural funding sources that are still available. And so they all come in to address the issues. So it is not just only the common fund is not to deal with all the issues.
Okay.
So that is why there are percentages in the common fund, and you are guided. You are even instructed as to what you use the money for. So apart from what you do there, other areas are also still viable and working to address the other issues that we have talked about.
Okay. So with all the challenges you mentioned in our earlier conversation, if you were asked to choose between solving those challenges and building the 24-hour market, which one would you choose?
I think they're all important. Just as I've said, the 24-hour economic market also be a catalyst in addressing some issues. Talking about issues of infrastructure, jobs, many other areas. Want to boost the economic status of our people.
Okay.
We cannot do all these things. Market is an essential part of our development. So if you have a market that could even run 24 hours, it's a novel. That is a good policy. And so we cannot say that because we have needs in other sectors, we should not build the market. The market is also one of our needs. Like I've spoken to you on Zebulon Market Day, if you come to Zebulon Market and see how crowded the market is, if there's an opportunity to decongest that market, of course, that's a laudable idea. It could take you about 20, 30 minutes to drive through just within the market space. And so as a district, we need to be thinking outside the box. What else can we do? The 24-hour economic market, in addressing that matter, if we put that aside, we have a women development bank there, which in itself will come to help support the women we are talking about, like giving our women some financial support to boost their market, like this guinea fowls, one not we have spoken of. If we have a market that is ready to provide them some loans, some grants and whatnot to help address some of those issues, I think that is a salutable. So the market is there to address those concerns. Certainly, you cannot say that you have a market and you don't have mothers with their kids there. You need a school to be able to help them. And so if you look at the components in the 24-hour economic market, you just cannot downplay. Not downplay. But the advantages are so numerous, such that we must find resources to complete those markets, put them to you. And I believe the market is one of the issues that have addressed probably some of the issues we have. Even revenue, because if you have so many people coming, we have stores. Maybe you are here, you want a store in Zebulon, you come and you will definitely pay some tools. And so it improves on even our revenue too, our IGF. And so we are able to get more IGF to even address some of those issues. So if we could have even more of those 24-hour economic market within the Boku West district, I think it
To be good.
For example, we have the Naba has a market. If we can expand that market to good enough. Sapelaga has a market. If we can expand that one, good enough. And there are many other community markets all over.
Okay.
And so I think that for Boku West district,
okay,
in terms of addressing
the 36 months, when do you start the count from?
You are afraid that the Mahama may leave office and those markets will not be completed.
Oh, I'm asking when you start the count from.
Because I want to see the import of your question. But I want to tell you that look,
Okay.
for some of those markets we completed far less than the number of years. Some of them are even targeting to complete them within 18. Some contractors are working to complete the market within.
That's your market. I mean, is your market part of those markets?
Yeah, I hope so. And it is.
You have the money to the 25% is enough to complete it.
Even
within
the 25% is not enough. We would find money elsewhere.
When you have students sitting in three basic 1 to distance sitting
we're addressing all those alongside. But you cannot solve all the problems in education before you would construct market. I've told you that we need the market to help address some of those. So that means the market is one of the sources of getting funds to address those issues. So we must find money to complete the market. And
the timeline is 36 months. And 36 months, from now to 36 months, would your party still be in power?
Of course. There's no two ways about it.
Okay.
President John Mahama is delivering on his promises, the commitment he made to the people. He's on course. The people are happy that indeed this is a government that has come and lived. And so I have no doubt that the NDC government, Ghanaians would want to vote out the NDC. For what reason? Because what we saw and what we are seeing today, what the same. I've seen a lot of changes in many other sectors of our economy, our lifestyle, so many areas. And so if you ask me whether the NDC government could still be in power, the answer is obvious, yes. Okay, I've not seen the reasons to put the NDC government
we've had what do you call it? I mean, in this country, when one party starts a project and is unable to complete it and leaves office, it becomes very difficult for the next party coming in to complete it. It's the reason why I asked. So in an event where some district assemblies are not able to finish within the 80 months, you are saying, I know 36 months, but you are saying some are even working towards finishing within 18 months. If that doesn't happen and the party leaves office and these markets are not completed, I'm sure you'll not be happy about it.
That scenario may not even come in the first. I believe that our own work would keep us in to see the completion of those. But the NDC government is not noted for inheriting projects and not completing them. I don't think we have that. We inherited Agenda 111 and we are completing them. Those that were of various stages of completion are working towards completion. President John Mahama came in his common fund. He made provision 20% of the common fund to complete legacy projects. And those legacy projects are projects that were started by the previous government. And the president has come and said, look, I am committed to completing those projects. So I'm making an allocation in the common fund for you to complete those projects. And we're working to complete them.
So currently, what allocations do you have on the common fund?
We have 20% of the legacy.
The legacy.
To complete legacy projects.
25 for
market.
For markets.
Yes.
And what else?
Then we have 10% for education.
Okay.
10% for health. We have 10% for water. 5% for vision. I get it. And then 10% for sanitation. So this is a government that is committed to completing projects that were started by the previous government. And so we are not part of, that is not part of our record of inheriting projects and not completing. And we believe that we will stay in power to complete those 20. And any other government that comes should see the need to complete them. Of course, I have given you reasons why we should those 24 hour economy. So if a government is coming and that government do not prioritize the completion of those markets, in the first place, he will not come. Because he must campaign to you that when I come, I'll complete those markets because you have seen the importance of those markets and you want them to be completed. So if they don't tell you that when I come, I'll complete them, you will not vote for them. I get it. And so, of course, every government will be tied to the completion of those markets. But I believe that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will commission many of those markets before he leaves off. And so, as a district chief executive, I'm even praying to be part of those. But it will be a legacy.
So you talked about the construction of some 3 classroom unit blocks in 3 different places. One for a primary school, a junior high school, and a nursery school. In the area of health, what have you been able to do?
In the area of health, we have completed 3 health, 100/2. The third one ready for commission. That's a CHIPS compound. We have constructed an OPD in Go. We have commissioned that project. We have constructed a maternity block in Go. We have completed it and 100. All of them were done within last year. Done that. Except the CHIPS compound, which was a bit bigger. And I mean, in terms of the size of that structure, it has also been completed. It's waiting for commissioning. In the coming days or weeks, we would work to commission that project. Last year, we cut short for 9 projects. And out of the 9 projects, we have commissioned 7, leaving only 2, which we are ready to go and commission them. So in the area of health, we did that. Put up a CHIPS compound in Sunday, maternity block in Kantongo, OPD. Yes, go. All of them have facilities that will help children, mothers, many other people. We strategically position them.
Okay.
For example, like the maternity block in Kantongo. Just within last year, the same month, we had 5 maternal deaths within. Many of those deaths were coming from the quite a distance. Travel about 18 kilometers before you get to the. If a mother is on, feral, the possibility of you not even surviving it. And so as a district, we strategically built a maternity block in Bantungo, which is just at the middle of between Binaba Belt and then the Sebila Hospital. And so when the difficulty becomes in terms of referrals or whatnot, we could have a better facility there, help address. Completed and then. Then the OPD too, even though we said OPD, it has all the facilities. Maternity block, site, the almost everything, consulting rooms. If you see the facility, you would love. And so we have completed that one to hand it over. Tips campaign, just as I've said, is also completed. So they are waiting to. So in terms of in the area of health, that is what.
But what is the state of health workers? Do you have enough of them? Are they well motivated to stay, or they come for a few months or years and they are eager to leave?
I think the Boku is if health workers come and they're eager to leave, the only reason could be workload. Only reason.
You don't have enough of them.
Let's do it. 5%. Look, last night, at a point I was like just closing my ears so that I could look the pressure much. Imagine the entire district hospital, you have just only 2 staff in a
midwives.
Day. I mean for a shift.
Okay.
So even if I have 2 for a shift, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Look at the workload. You have several people admitted. And your concern was, today is their surgeries day, and many of the midwife, pregnant women are going to go through surgery and whatnot. And they will come, that pressure will be there. Then you have to go and address those who were already admitted and those who are even coming fresh and all manner of stuff. And those coming on referral, because our referrals, you can't even tell when they will come. It is a worrying trend. Very worrying. We just don't have them in good numbers. Staff is major problem when it comes to health delivery delivering the district.
What conscious efforts are you making to retain the few you have and also, to get more?
Together with the Member of Parliament, what we are doing is that I think last year he launched scholarship support, as it were, take care of students who were willing to study medicine. So that in coming years, our own people accepting postings to the district, coming to work. That is one of the area. Many other areas were trying to help some of them in terms of their fees. We are yet trying to finalize with that, so that we could give more support. We are working very hard. The difficulty is just the resources. You have good intention. How many nurses can we sponsor so that when they finish, they can stay? The challenge is resources. Looking at the small resources, you have to provide infrastructure. Looking at that resources, you have to look. Just last year, the Member of Parliament sponsored this cartridge surgeries. There were several people, up to more than 1,000 people went through that surgery. Imagine the cost of that. Keeping doctors, more than 30 plus doctors in the district doing this surgery. People came from everywhere, from all over. And so, in terms of that area, working very hard. But we're also appealing to, that is why as a Pearl has come. But the regional director of Ghana Health Service, and you'll be there. See the difficulties we are all going through, that some districts are going through. And then we could look at it as a regional problem, just being a district.
Very well. Listeners, you've been listening to a conversation with the Honorable DC for Boku West. Honorable, if someone is listening to us and is contemplating on which district to invest in, would you ask the person to come to your district? And if you would, What would be your reason? Why should somebody invest in your district?
The Boku West district should be one choice. Any investor who put their resources or money into. One is that it is one of the areas that is very peaceful in the region. The nature of our people, friendly nature of the people is a key factor. And so every investor wants to go to a place that they would have peace. They would have the comfort to be able to go about doing that. West is number one way. People are loving. That is why when we, in the region, when we're looking for a place to keep refugees that came from Burkina, Boku West was the right place to have them. We have several of them at Tarkum, which is just about in the Boku West district. They are comfortable. And so it is a key example to let people know that, look, it is a place that is ready for everybody. We don't discriminate. We don't look at people and say, look, you are this, you are that. We see everybody as our own. Look, you'll be surprised to know that when you visit somebody in the Boku West district as a stranger, they rather prefer to give their best room to you to go and sleep. And then they sleep in a more, they can even sleep in an open, just because they want to give comfort to strangers who come to them. So the loving nature of the people, the peaceful nature of the people, the hospitality nature of our people gives credence to the fact that every investor can choose the Boku West over any other district. The second issue is that the people in Boku West are hard work. They're hard working. And so when you need labor in terms of human labor and whatnot, you don't need to struggle before you would get the people help to succeed in your area. And so one of the key issues is the fact that hard work are ready to work. And so why wouldn't investors choose a place that you would find the people, the human resource, the labor to be able to do your job without? Apart from that, we have a very vast land. Already spoken. Land is not an issue that you may be struggling and look, my sister, there are many good things I can talk about the book. Half of food in abundance, I wouldn't even talk about it because I already spoken about it. That will contribute largely to the food basket in the region. And so if you are looking for a place to invest, the right place for you to go is the Boku West.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable. And I'm sure a lot of people are listening this morning and they've heard you. Because of Pearl, all ears are widely open. Everybody wants to take advantage and position well. So we want to thank you so much, Honorable, for coming. We are grateful that you came, and we hope that Pearl really comes in when the document is finally put together and they are sharing where developmental projects should go to. Your district is not left out. Your district gets to benefit from it, so that we can all be happy, so that we can call for guinea fowls. Thank you so much, Honorable. Is there any other thing you want to say?
No, Madam, I want to thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay.
Nice meeting.
Same here. Thank you so much for coming. All right. So that was the Honorable DCE for the Boku West, who joined us in studio to talk about Pearl and also to talk about his district. Honorable James Ayamwego is the DCE for Boku West district. And you're still live on A1 Radio 101.1 FM. You're still live on Daybreak Apai. Stay tuned in. We still have a lot for you.
To money.
BBT.
Jealous.
I'm feeling Rastafari.
Let's go now on the corner.
Yeah, if you see me, they laugh. Like a bar, take a man, demand. If you see, I shut that for road, like a man, demand. Me and my girl tight. Like a bar, take a man, demand. I don't have any F to give anybody in Zabalance, demand. And just say happiness is free.
No be girl, no be high, no be booze, no be money, no be car, but you
We
know
know they pay for her.
no be there, no be bro, no be sis, no be friend, any farm, but
I say happiness is free.
no be job, no be base, no be church, no be mosque, anything.
You know, there's something we they get for fun.
I go rock, shaka, I go pop, I don't know, Zanku, Baba.
Okay, happiness is free.
No be girl, no be high, no be booze, no be money, no be car,
But you know, go make us start the run.
no be there, no be bro, no be sis, no be friend, any farm, but myself.
Happiness is free.
No be job, no be base, no be church, no be mosque, anything.
You go make the hater make a laugh.
I go rock, shaka, I go pop, I don't know, Zanku.
Yeah. Dear God, pardon me for the life of a rapper, dear party freak. But if I hustle for the family, you they come share the money.
All right, it's still live on A1 Radio.
No be the coins, you know, give me the Bugatti.
Some 5 more minutes to end the
Say
show.
boy,
Give me money like a galam, say boy.
give me money like a galam, say boy. So that enemy go see me, they say boy. Scrap that happiness.
From growing businesses
Babylon go see me, they say Lord.
to completing that building project
See,
and supporting education of family.
battle will fight keep.
Many Ghanaians are already doing mega things with the mega
Car, but you know
What do they pay for her?
no be there.
resources that they have.
Friend, any farm, but
I say happiness is free.
no be job, no be base, no be church, no be
But the mega loan
Something we they get for fun.
I go rock, shaka,
has come to cushion you.
Baba.
Okay, happiness is free.
So you do all these things with a lot of ease.
No be car, but
But you know, go make us start the run.
no be there, no be bro, no be sis, no be friend, any farm, but myself.
Happiness is free.
No be job, no be base, no be
Mega loan is an SG Ghana promo.
I don't know, Zanku, Baba.
It's a loan promo.
I'm ready. Me hot dance all getting my reggae. Get to Birikin as that.
And they say it's now your turn with even lower and more competitive rate.
Get a thorough me.
Achieving your dream is not possible.
But the park about a one gilly, they wap but I'm going to go to that pelly. Up and down the last
With the SG Ghana's mega loan promo,
yes bag. Yeah.
salaried workers of SG Ghana listed company, pensioners, and eligible customers can access support for personal needs,
But what we
family commitment, home projects,
we never cost.
and more.
Happiness is free.
No be girl, no be high, no be booze, no be money, no be car, but you know
We know they pay for her.
There is still time from now till July 2026.
job, no be
Apply and enjoy big loans at smaller rates.
For fun.
I go rock, shaka,
Yes, very low rates.
Okay, happiness is free.
A fast and hassle-free process that helps you to get moving sooner.
bro, no be sis,
Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 030
anything.
2214
I don't know, Zanku, Baba.
Call and ask all about the SG Ghana Mega Loan promo today. Terms and conditions apply. Society General Ghana, the future is definitely you.
BBT.
Jealous.
Pay up in Rastafari.
Let's go now on the corner.
Yeah.
Lily Rice has become a staple in many Ghanaian homes due to its quality and great taste.
That for road, like a man, man.
It's widely available across the country,
Like a party come
from online supermarkets to local
any
markets.
F to give any.
Recently, Lily partnered with the Ghana Football Association, making Lily the official meal partner
No be car, but you know
of the Ghana Football Association.
no be sis, no be friend, any farm, but
This partnership highlights the brand's commitment to supporting local initiatives and providing quality products
I go pop, I don't
to the community and the nation as a whole.
no be girl, no be high,
If you are looking to buy quality long-grain perfume rice,
no be there,
acts of Lily.
no be friend, any farm, but
Lele, the official meal partner of the Ghana Football Association. Lele, tasty food for happy families.
I go rock, shaka,
Remember, this advert is approved by the Food and Drugs
For the
Authority.
life of a rapper, dear party freak. But if I hustle for the family, you they
Something big is coming this July.
give me the
Yes, you heard
give me the
right.
coins. You know, give me the book.
It's about the
Like a galam say boy.
Northern Business Fair
Give
2026.
me money like a galam say boy. So that enemy go see me, they say, boy.
So welcome to the Northern Business Fair 2026,
They say, Lord.
where culture meets comment
With mighty.
and Made in Ghana takes center stage.
See, life is a battle, we'll fight it. Be happy, let's know.
For 2 exciting days, Jubilee Park will come alive with creativity, innovation, and enterprise from across northern Ghana, from hand-woven smokes to beautiful crafted products and fast-growing local brands.
Something we they get for fun.
Discover, connect, and grow.
Okay, happiness.
Meet up SMEs, startups, and homegrown brands in all one vibrant space. The date is Saturday, the 25th to Sunday, the 26th July 2026 at the Jubilee Park from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Are you ready to showcase your business? Please call 0205973
baby.
0205973 Don't miss it. Be a part of the story.
My happiness
The
back.
Northern Business Fair 2026 is powered by the Channel 1 TV with support from CTFM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank.
When we get chance.
Media partners are Boga FM and A1 Radio.
We know they pay for her.
Pizza Man Chicken Man has another irresistible offer for you this week. Imagine one pizza loaded with 3 different chicken toppings. Sounds amazing, right? Introducing the all-new Triple C pizza topped with chicken breast, chicken crunch, and chicken fillet, all on one crust and served with one special cocktail sauce. And here's the best part. That's Wednesday to Friday. Buy any size of pizza and get another pizza of the same size absolutely for free. Yeah, you heard right.
Money to money.
Call 03027533430
If you see me, they laugh.
or walk into any branch or order through the Crispy app. Pizza Man Chicken Man. Good food lives here.
Like a party command, man. I don't have any F to give anybody in Zabalans, man.
Before I go, let me remind you that one for me,
We know they pay for her.
one for you, one for you,
I say happiness is
one for me. It's feeding time.
you know the something.
Yamvita infant cereal with milk is making feeding time easy
Yes, it's free.
and rich with 16 essential vitamins and minerals.
But you know gonna make us
You only need to add previously boiled water.
happiness.
3 exciting variants ranging from wheat, rice, maize, and wheat for an amazing price of 5 Ghana cedis 50 per West.
Pardon me for the
This is real value for money,
but if I
affordable, nutritious, and convenient.
backstab with me,
Yamvita,
they'll be the quick.
good nutrition for a strong start.
Give me money like a gala.
This advert is approved
Give me money like a galam.
by the FDA.
The enemy go see me, they say, boy. Scrap that happiness and great joy. The one way Babylon go see me, they say,
On
Lord.
that Yamvita note,
Like kitty with white teeth.
I want to say thank you.
Smile is quite
I want to say Mposia. I want to say Medase. I want to say Nagode. To all of you for your time and listenership this morning. This has been A1 Radio. This has been Daybreak Upper East.
You know the something we they get for fun.
Visual support from Brakalala.
Okay, happiness.
Production by Moses Apian.
But you know go make us start the
Online review and discussion
happiness.
supported by Nelson. Technical support from Abaji Emmanuel. Together as one strong team.
Me hold on soul, getting my reggae. Get to be rikin as that. My ink steady. Be a pega kick up. Get killing. Allah.
We say thank you. And we encourage you to join us tomorrow
About the one girl, they wap but I'm going to go to that.
from 6 to 10 a.m. where we bring you nothing
Happiness on the floor to NASA.
but the best in news, the best in information, the best in entertainment.
But when we get chance, we go happy like we never pass.
Have a blessed day and enjoy all other programs that comes your way on this network.
For her.
be friend, any farm, but
Say happiness is free.
no be dog, no be face, no be church, no be mosque, anything.
You know there's something we they get for fun.
From my good self, Humukusum Tahiru,
No be girl, no be high, no be ghost.
and from the men,
But you know go make us
not the area boys,
There, no be bro, no be sis, no be friend,
we say thank you. Have a blessed day.
dog, no be face, no be church, no be mosque, anything.
Join us tomorrow for another electrifying morning show.
I'm cool by myself.
Good morning and bye bye.